Hi, I'm Jennifer Worts. I'm founder and principal designer of Jennifer Worts Design, and we're based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I went to university and I thought I was going to head off and become a lawyer. The slightly longer story, and maybe a bit more interesting, is I think I was always an interior designer even when I was a little person. I really enjoyed creating forts and rearranging my room, and my mom let me pick up my wallpaper and my fabrics and my bedding when I was little, and I loved trying to create really, really big houses out of our little Lego sets, and I loved drawing, and I loved drawing houses and imagining who lived in those houses. I think this has just been something that has stayed with me, and that would be the thread that has probably led me in part to where I am right now. I had a mom and do have a mom who is incredibly creative. And I grew up in a home that was constantly changing. Rooms would be changed around. She studied interior design. She went on to work for an architect. I was influenced, I think, in a really meaningful way by her and how she lived in spaces. And I really think how you live in your space really informs how you feel. And I think I was very lucky to grow up like that. I started my business 1998. Before that, I was working for a top luxury residential interior design firm in Canada. I felt very lucky to have that opportunity. But yes, I've been running the ship here for quite a long time. First of all, I don't think our work is formulaic. I think all of our projects are so different. And when you're looking through our portfolio on our website, there are no two projects that are the same at all, which I think makes us stand out in that respect. I think we've also been together for a very, very long time. We have this ability to sort of finish each other's sentences here. I've got a team that's been with me since 2007, 2011, recently 2021. There's that. I think that the standout thing for us is that we are hired shortly after the architects are hired. So we are working through all of the architectural design, all of the millwork design, specifying like architectural finishes, the interior finishes for the entire home. We design lighting, we design furniture. We carry a client all the way through to selecting their flatware, setting them up entirely in their new home. Tariffs. No, I mean, for us, for my business, I believe that our social media presence will have an impact. And I say this and I sound like the last person to the party, but we've been so busy, so head down for years and years and years. That we haven't been paying the attention that I think we should to the social media and getting our name out there. I mean, we've only recently redone our website, and hiring a public relations firm, I think, is also going to be tremendously helpful to get us out there. Because like I said, so much of our work is they've seen something in a magazine, but largely it's word of mouth, repeat clients, and generational clients. So it's going to be interesting to see how how all of this unfolds over this coming year. Outside of my obsession for interior space planning, I think it's the materiality. I think it's how the entire space comes together, the early stages of creating those palettes from the tiles, the wood species, the lighting, all of those things, creating that very, very early vision. I get extremely excited about that. And I find a lot of satisfaction in that stage. So I'd say that the early stages are my favorite. And also, if there isn't something out there, creating it and designing it, which we do a lot of. Hands down, technology. I mean, the technology from when I was hand drafting to now, I mean, it's night and day. I think one thing that we appreciate so much is the technology and its integration. I mean, it's made our communications, our organization, everything just so much tighter, and being able to communicate with sites through like that sort of technology of, comprehensive Google Docs, documenting every single thing that's going to be going in and having the site be able to reference those in real time. Like that has been a huge game changer. I mean, once upon a time, it was faxes and, so it has just been marvelous. And also just streamlining, the things like Studio Designer and having the ability to, compile and communicate and order all in this one platform has just been amazing. It speeds everything up that we're doing. And of course, we're just starting to get into AI and understanding more about that, which I think is kind of exciting too. This one was quite easy for me. I was like, instantly, enjoy the process. You don't know what's behind, you don't know what's coming around the next curve. I realize that. There are lots of ups and downs in the whole bit, but enjoy the process. And I think be bold. Be bold. I think if I was to look back and tell myself anything, it would be to be bold. I tend to be a little bit more like reserved and whatnot. I really do think that that would be my advice to myself. I think probably in another world, I would have gone through and studied naval architecture. I absolutely love space planning. I love the challenges of space planning. I love the, I think that would have been where I would have headed. Certainly do need all of your maths and everything else, but there's just such a beauty to creating some of these incredible yachts and all of the things that go with that, like all the way down to the screws, to the, the doors, to every single detail that's considered in a yacht, and also having to do all the calculations of every single ounce of everything weighs something, and having to figure, I think it's just that troubleshooting, solving. And anyway, so I do this instead in what we do, which is our space planning and our drawings and whatnot. And I'm obsessed with all of that stuff. And I just love seeing how much I can get out of a space and how creatively I can get things out of a space in a really thoughtful but very practical way.